Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine and you're watching Yazz'n It Up. And today's video, I have a few products to share with you guys that people have either complimented me on or they asked me, oh my gosh, like what are you wearing on your face? What's on your eyes? What kind of mascara are you using? So I wanted to point out 10 of these products that people have noticed on me and maybe to recommend some new products for you guys. So why don't we get right into it? So the first product I have is a foundation and it is the Infallible Pro Matte by L'Oreal. I have two shades here in 103 and 107. 107 is my tan shade and 103 is my everyday shade. So someone complimented on this and they said that my skin looked super smooth, that I didn't look oily, and that it was just so like almost like doll-like, and I was like I was just super excited. And this used to be my favorite foundation. I used to wear this all the time, and now not so much because my skin has been changing since I moved here. It's been a lot more dry and I haven't been using matte foundations like I would in Pennsylvania. So I'm going to swatch the products that I have for you guys. So this first one is 103 and I do have a medium skin tone for reference, maybe if you guys have similar skin tones as me. So that is the shade 103. It is a bit lighter right now because I do have a tan. And this is 107 here. I'm actually almost done with both of these foundations because I have been using them for so long. There is 107 right there. On camera they kind of look similar, but I could tell in person that this is just a tad bit darker. So that one I was super happy about. I can't remember the primer that I used under this foundation, but this foundation I do know that back in Pennsylvania at least, my skin did look a lot smoother when I used this foundation. So I would definitely recommend this if you guys have oily skin. If you have drier skin, I wouldn't recommend this because it is super matte. I know L'Oreal has a Pro Glow that maybe if you have drier skin you might be more interested in. And on the same day that I wore this foundation, I had this blush on, and my friend, she was like, your cheeks look super glowy, like your blush is just so shiny, and she loved it. And I was like, wow. And this is the Monaco blush, and I actually got this in an Ipsy bag, and it is in the shade Peach Bellini, and this has quickly become one of my favorite blushes. And even though I got it in an Ipsy bag, I would definitely look for this brand and definitely consider purchasing more shades or even repurchasing this. This is one of my favorite blushes for any season. It doesn't matter if it's winter or if it's summer. It's always going to stand out and it's always going to be in my collection. I'm super excited about this blush. And if you guys like a sheen to your cheeks, I would definitely recommend this Monaco blush. Alright, next I'm going to move into some highlighters. I have 3 to talk about, and the first ones here are the ColourPop highlighters. I have the shades Flexitarian and Lunch Money. They are the Super Shock Cheek and they're the pearlized version. And this is what Flexitarian looks like. This is my favorite out of the 2 I have. I do swatch them when I go into stores like at Ulta, and some of them aren't really speaking to me, but this one really stood out. And I always swatch them just to see which one do I want next, but I'm happy with the 2 that I have. And it's like a cream and it goes to powder and it's just so blinding on the cheeks. It works beautifully with your finger. So what I do is I take a brush and I put it on my cheekbones and then I pat it in when I have product on my finger, and it just makes it pop so much more. And then at Lunch Money here, I actually picked up on accident. I thought I was picking up Flexitarian and I picked up this one. I'm not mad about it. It's less shiny than Flexitarian. It is still pretty, but Flexitarian just really speaks to me. It's more subtle than Flexitarian, so this is like a subtle highlight for me. But I do like Lunch Money and I love the cream to powder that ColourPop does, and I love the formula so much. So people have complimented me on this. I can't remember which one I was wearing or if I was mixing them together, but it was actually a girl at Walmart asked me about what highlighter I was wearing, and it was these ColourPop ones. So I was in Walgreens and I was searching the makeup section and I found the Physicians Formula highlighters, and they were having a sale, buy one get one 50% off, or buy one get one free or something like that. So I picked up the butter bronzer and I picked up the highlighter, and I am in love with this formula. I can't wait to pick up more. They are kind of expensive, like Physicians Formula. Like one of these is probably $12.99. Like I feel like their prices are just getting higher and higher, but I'm definitely gonna wait until they have another sale like that. And this is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in the shade Champagne. Like I love the way it smells. I don't know why, but this is what champagne looks like and it has a similar texture to the ColourPop. It's like a cream to powder. Ooh, girl. Honey, it's just so pretty. I absolutely love this formula. I love this shade, and there's so many shades from Physicians Formula that I want to pick up. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to end up picking all of them because I know I won't be disappointed, but this is the first one that I picked up, and I'm super happy that I picked Champagne because it's a nice golden champagne-y shade that I will be able to wear during the summer, and then hopefully I'll be able to pick up more that are a little bit lighter that I'll be able to wear during the fall and winter. But I was super excited about picking this up, and I was just so honored that someone complimented me on this. And I feel like a lot of people always compliment me on my highlight because I always go super hard, as you guys can see. I actually use the eyeshadow as a highlight today from the Naked Smoky palette, and I'm just in love with this highlighter. So I have two glitters that people have mostly complimented me on, and when I say mostly, it's because I have so many shades of these glitters. But when I wear these two particular shades, people always see it and they're like, wow, your eyes look so good. I feel like I get a lot of more compliments when I wear champagne-y, pinkish eye looks on my eyes. I'm not sure why. So I have the colors Nude and Salmon, and this is the Roll-On Shimmers from NYX. This is what they look like. I talked about these in previous videos before, and unfortunately I do think these are discontinued because I cannot find them anywhere. I'm glad that I have a lot of shades, but I definitely wanted to pick up so many more, but I can't find them anywhere. So this first shade is Salmon, and what I do is I take the NYX glitter primer and I'll put it on my eye, and I'll just roll this right on top and I'll pat it in, or I'll even roll it on my hand and then I'll pat it on my eye as well. So here's what the first one looks like. There you go. This is the shade Salmon, and it is a little pinkier nude, and it is kind of powdery without a glitter primer, so definitely put one on. But if I were to put it on my hand like this, I would dip it with my finger, press it real hard on top of the glitter primer. And this is in the shade Nude, and Nude is right there, Salmon is right there. On camera they do look pretty similar, but I have a whole bunch of colors from green, purple, black, and I'm in love with these. I'm super sad that NYX discontinued these because these are my favorite glitters of all time. Alright, so I have 3 lip products to share with you guys. The first one is from Too Faced. This is the Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade It's Happening. I wore this to church, and one of the people there said that they love the way that this bright lipstick looked on me, and it was actually the first time I ever wore it. And this is super bright, but if you guys are into that, then I would definitely recommend this. I love this formula for liquid lipsticks, and I just have the mini one here, but the regular size is about $21, and it is a super bright pink. It's very comfortable. You do need to exfoliate your lips and maybe put a chapstick on before you put this on because it can get drying, and it works beautifully if you put lip gloss on top of it as well, but it also works just by itself. And I absolutely love this shade. I do have a couple of these melted mattes from Too Faced, but this is the one that a lady complimented me on, and I absolutely love the shade for the spring and summer. So the next 2 lip products are from the Sephora brand, and they are the cream lip stains. I have the shades 13 and 01. These are the shades in particular that people have asked me, where do you get that, or what's on your lips, it looks so nice on you. And the first one here is in the shade 13. It doesn't have any names on the packaging, but I do know they have names, and it's on the display in Sephora. These retail for $14, and I think they're a dupe for the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks, which are $21. So this is the first shade 13. This is the first one I got, and I'm absolutely in love with it still. Even though I've had it for so long, it's still one of my favorites. And that's what it looks like there. It's a perfect mauve nude, and I love this for every day. It works perfectly with lip gloss or with chapstick underneath it, or to mix it in with other liquid lipsticks. And this is my perfect red shade in my opinion. I love the way this looks on me, and it has great pigmentation. It's not patchy at all, and it's in 01. And that's what that red looks like. It dries down completely matte, and during the day you might have to reapply, especially if you're eating food. But I absolutely love this shade. It's the only red shade that I actually wear. I think I decluttered a lot of my reds because this one is just so perfect in my opinion. So the last 2 final products I have are both eyeshadow palettes, and the first one is from the drugstore, and it is the Comfort Zone palette from Wet n Wild. This is the older packaging. Wet n Wild has reformulated and repackaged their palettes like this, and they added some matte transition shades. This one I actually prefer regarding the Comfort Matte, but there's other palettes that they have repackaged that I would definitely love to pick up, and it is a smaller packaging, but I do like how these are bigger and it has larger pans. So this one right here is the green one. That one I get the most use out of, and then this one here at the bottom is like an oil spill kind of a shade, and that's the one I got complimented on. So I swatched them right here for you. This is the shade that I got complimented on, and that green one I use a lot because I have one of the NYX glitters that I roll right on top of this shade, and it just makes it pop so much more. But they do have nice lighter shades over here, darker ones to put in the outer V. And I absolutely am just in love with this palette. I need to pick it up more. The only problem is that there's no matte shades in here. Some of them do have glitter in them, but once you apply them to the eye, like the glitter falls out, so they could be matte. But I'm just super excited that I still have this, even though it is discontinued. I'm sorry that you guys can't get your hands on it, but I would definitely recommend you guys picking up the new formulated and repackaged ones, because this is definitely a keeper. And that shade that I got complimented on is still in that palette, and I mixed in that shade right there, and I put blue in my crease and a darker blue in my outer V. And I was at the store and she asked me what was all over my eyes, and I explained to her that it was just from the drugstore. So before I share the last product, which is an eyeshadow palette, I do want to just say thank you for people who comment down below that they like the way my eyeshadow looks, or they like the way my highlighter looks. This past week I ran into somebody and they complimented me on my makeup, and I was like, thank you. And she asked me if I was a makeup artist, and I was like, no, I just do YouTube for fun. She was like, you could really consider it. And it just wows me, because when I first started makeup, I knew I was really bad at it, and when people said something about my makeup, it was kind of in a negative way, like you should really do this instead of this, or your eyeshadow doesn't look that good, or your eyeliner's uneven. And I just kept on practicing and practicing, and now that I'm doing YouTube and I'm doing makeup more often and I'm doing clients makeup, people have been complimenting me on my work and complimenting me, and it's just so humbling and honoring. And I just wanted to say thank you for everyone. And that's the point of this video, that I hope you continue to uplift other women, saying, wow, your eyeshadow looks so good, your highlight looks so good, because sometimes I even do it because it makes people feel good when you get a compliment. So I just wanted to say that before I jumped into the last product, and this is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. This is what it looks like, and I swatched some of the colorful shades here. This is pretty much an all shimmer palette except for 4 of the shades. They have a black, like a neutral crease shade, a darker brown, and an all over like a base shade. And this is some of the shimmers here. I absolutely love this palette. I love the way it smells like chocolate, and the shimmers are just so glittery and they're so shiny and metallic, and even when you wet them with a setting spray, they even pop that much more. So I got a compliment on this when I was wearing this goldest shade here, and another day when I was wearing this pinkier shade. I feel like not a lot of brands make bright pink shades, so I do love this. It's in the shade New Money, and then the golder shade is Chocolate Gold. And that is the final product that I have to share with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and the point of this was not to share, oh my gosh, people are always complimenting me on my makeup, people like the way I do this, so you should do this. It has nothing to do with that. I just thought it would be nice to recommend 10 products to you that might pop up in your makeup collection, or that you may see in the store that you might want to pick up. So I definitely wanted to share those 10 products with you guys. And if you liked this video, definitely subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new videos, which is on Mondays and Fridays. My Instagram is always listed down below if you guys want to follow me or tag me in your beauty photos. And definitely remember to always be nice to women and people in general, and always compliment people on their makeup or their outfit, because it is uplifting and encouraging to get a compliment once in a while, and to be kind to other people. It just makes you feel good inside. And I hope you guys have a great day.